So this is my first impressions on Peroxide after the first day or so of the game being out. So I want to start off saying I'm not gonna glaze the game, and it's honestly just what I think about the game so far from me actually playing it myself. So getting this out of the way, Peroxide's a mana beater. It just is. Like there's no saying it's not. But the reason the game is still enjoyable despite this is it's not the main gameplay loop of the game. And what I mean by that is in games like Block Fruits and GPO, you do a quest, you fight a boss, and you get skills and items. And that's it. That's all you do. But in this game you need to do missions, you need to invest your stats in a unique way. Like with limit breaking and the bars, you need to fill up differently depending on what your build is. And you need to do time gates, events, invasions, and all kinds of stuff to progress. The game's not all good though. One bad thing about the game, the NPCs are all insanely strong, as in their AI is really goofy. Like, the NPCs themselves that you're supposed to fight are either way too strong, or you're high enough level that you just melt them instantly. There's like no in-between. The bosses for stuff like Shikai I like a lot compared to games like Type Soul, because that was basically just luck in, like, with the AI, and cheesing it by just backpedaling. But in Peroxide, you actually have to use the game's combat and know the boss's patterns to some extent. However, the game's combat definitely is a fat piece of work, and I know everyone was expecting this. I'm not gonna say it's awful like a lot of people are right now, like a lot of YouTubers, but it's not perfect either. For one, skills shouldn't have 40 to 50 second cooldowns. That's actually just so stupid. Like, even when you max them out, it's still like 45 second cooldown, 35 seconds. I think they should have like medium cooldowns of like 30 seconds, because I like how they're longer. It makes the game more interesting. And it makes like M1 combos more important in a skill spam game with true stun. But my point is, right now when you start a fight, you either get nearly one comboed because all their skills are off cooldown, or you end up in a very long fight because you're both waiting for your cooldowns and just M1ing. So all in all, the game has its flaws, but it's definitely a solid game with the amount of content at present. And I even heard they're working on Fullbringers for a potential update, which is really cool. Like, I don't know any Bleach game that's done that. So I give the game like a 7.5 to an 8 out of 10. And for a Bleach game with this amount of content, it's pretty impressive, and I've been enjoying it so far, despite some of the more grindy aspects. Alright, thanks again. Peace out. Oh yeah, and if you don't subscribe, this is going to be in your closet tonight.